Shalom, shalom.
Shalom, shalom.
It's a quick impromptu, you know. First and foremost, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto
Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai Ba'Shem Rakadash.
Double honor to the elders and apostles of great Muslim and taught us this truth. Peace and blessings to the hopefully elect. 144,000 men pushing the truth and diligence, sincerity across the four winds. Like I said before, it's a quick impromptu. We're just walking around, you know, Hamburg, and we came across, first and foremost, that synagogue right there. You know, the Jewish synagogue, the Star of Rimfriend, you know. And then this building right here, you know, and if you do any kind of research into the Knights Templar, you know, they were in the ancient times crusaders for wickedness. Honestly, you know, they were going against. They are the ones who took over landmarks, who took gold, who took a lot of resources from a lot of people to build up their cause, man. And this building is pretty much. Go ahead, you can tell them what the building is.
Yeah, this building is pretty much. There was a guy who built this, who owned this. His name was Spabier, you know, and he was like basically a Nazi, you know, and he like established this building. Yeah, he's the founder of this. So he got all the signs over here, and the signs. It's an old building, how you can see here, with the red stones. Come on. So when you look at this sign, like the Akim said.
It's a nice Templar symbol, man.
It's a nice, yeah, come. When you go over here to this side. This is basically the swastika. Yeah? The swastika sign, and we know this. The swastika sign is original from India.
Come on, man.
Yeah. So the world took this sign over, and they established the Nazi. Yeah. You know, a lot of people know this sign from Hitler, yeah, from the Germans. Yeah. But the real meaning is a different meaning.
Yeah. And this, when you actually think about it, this is a Nazi building, and right across the street from the Nazi building is the Jewish synagogue.
Come on.
And they got police patrolling there, man.
Yeah, with AKs, you know, and shit.
With RP5s.
RP5s, man. RP5s, man.
The fact that they got Polizei stationed around the Jewish synagogue shows you that these people have power, man. The so-called Jews, which are the Amalekites, you know, they got their own police force protecting them, man. You know, go ahead.
And what I just want to add, man, I think it even got stronger after this incident in Halle, man. You know, the so-called this psyop, man. You know what happened in Halle? This so-called Jewish shooting. You know, the police force even got stronger, man. They got even the old station there, man. Of course, you can go there up there and film it, but Yaharat said we're gonna get it somehow on tape, you know. They would drive by and shit. But it got even more after this. Whatchamacallit?
These attacks.
And after, and you're gonna see, man, after this so-called what they call BHI attack, you know, in New Jersey, they're gonna put it even more up, man. They just bringing stuck everything up, man, to really push this agenda, man.
Yeah.
You know, and the Jews are so oppressed, man. Anti-Semitism everywhere, and shit. You know.
Yeah, come.
And why do you think they got these police force? It's because everybody hates them, man. They know that they're lying, man.
Yeah, for the wickedness they're doing.
Yeah,
man.
And even this area around here, it's in like basically we are in Hamburg, in my city. You know, I can visit me. To the spirit of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai.
And
right now we are like in the Jewish area, you know. And there's another Jewish school for children, and this school got like always protection there. Yeah, like the police 24/7 over there, you know. With the RP5,
which is weapons, man.
Yeah.
You know, the fact that they got. They got pretty much their own city inside of a city, their own home bases, man.
They got the world in this world, man.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. They ruin this world, man.
Yeah,
Job 924, man, straight up.
They living in their own world inside this world, man. You know, and what people on the earth are able to do this, you know. And what was this hospital called?
Yeah, man.
This is like before it was called. Now this one, Salakia. This one was like the Elim Krankenhaus, yeah? Eli, you know? Eli Krankenhaus. And there's another one, it's called Jerusalem Krankenhaus, you know?
Yeah.
So basically this area is like the Jewish area. Everywhere around here you can see stones, like gold stones.
Stumbling blocks.
Come on. And they are the names, every single name. every single Jewish man or woman, you know, who died, you know,
Supposedly Jew.
supposedly
guys,
Jew.
they give them like memorial of these stones.
Yeah, man. And the same thing in whatchamacallit, man, in Berlin. You know, and the funny thing is, like in Berlin, they got the big one. You know, when we go there, man, one time, you know, they got the big, what's that was my school when I was younger, you know.
Yeah,
they got the big memorial, man, like big stones, bro.
It's like a labyrinth, yeah?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I know that.
People make pictures and shit in there, you know. And the funny thing is, what I want to say, they got it there, you know. Everywhere they got this memorial, remind this and this, you know. But like Germany want to forget it, man. You know, but they want to have the daily reminder in it that they can push their agenda, man. You know, we are suppressed. And you know, in these big cities, man, because why? In the biggest city of Germany is this shit. Why is this here too? Because it's the second biggest city, you know, to the spirit. In Germany, man. And the thing is, with these Amalekites, man, they're just shook, man. They really got their agenda pushed so hard in this narrative, you know, in this world, that when you go to like bigger cities, like we said, New Köln, man, when you show that you're Jew there, man, you're gonna be fucked up.
Yeah.
Because like you said, man, everybody hating it, and especially Goma and Ishmael, man, they're hating them hard, man. And this goes back even to this it.
You know, and it's
Muhammad.
because
So like
they know that what they bringing out is lies, man. You know, and you know, when a person is in a, they gotta protect the system that they've set up. You know, but that just goes to show you that they got such high people in the government that they can get police to watch them, man. You know, round the clock. They're patrolling the street, this whole street. They got 2 guards inside the fence, and then 2 guards outside, and a
spy, like,
you know, and a roving guard on the outside, man. You know, the whole block, the whole road is blocked off, so you can't drive anything into there. You know, like they barricade the road, man, because they know somebody can drive and put a bomb in front of them. And why? Why? It's because they being so oppressed so badly? You know, no, they're not, man. They're protecting the lies that they have established, man. You know, and then when you just question it, you don't even have to go and you bring out factual statements, or you anti-Semitic. And when you go into this word Semitic, this is a made-up statement, man. And that's why they can make it to anybody, because it's just made up. You know,
like
it's Shemitic first and foremost. Go ahead,
Salaki. Like the elder Malcolm said, like when you look up in the old dictionaries, this word
didn't exist.
Yeah, it's not there.
Can you look up on the etymology line, man? Just the word was Semitic. I just want to let, man, when it was established, you know.
This is the book of Revelation 2 and 9.
Bring it out, man.
I know thy works and tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan.
That's right, man.
So this is the synagogue of Satan over there.
Man. It's like we always say, man. Esau, like the Amalekites.
It don't even show up in the etymology, man.
It's a physical embodiment of Shaitan, man.
Yeah,
You know?
they say they're real Jews. But we know they are not. To the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yoshai.
It doesn't. There's no word in the etymology that it pops up in there. It doesn't. Semitic. You got semantics. Semantic. But no Semitic.
See, this is showing you, man. It's just all this, they got the veil upon the whole world, man. You know, they put the whole world in the veil, man. Because like it says, man, Job 9:24, man, the earth is given to the hand of the wicked, man. And he covered the face of the judge himself, man. He painted himself as the nation of Israel, man. But he's not, you know. And basically, the thing was, even like Hitler, he was like basically, what to say, a half Jew, man. In this word, they would call him half Jew, man.
But he was murdered into a Jew. And his dad was a so-called Jew. His father.
So this was all like a big setup. Yeah.
To push it on it.
So they can push these things. Like now they got their protection when they say something against them.
Like we had one time too. Like this one lady, man. This one from the Nazis, man, here in Germany. You know, from and what is the Partei called?
NPD?
Yeah, NPD, man. Bruh, she exposed the Jewish Holocaust. But she put to jail, bro. She's 65 years old.
65. Yeah, I saw that.
She old, man. She put it to jail, man. You know, they put her to jail because she was speaking against it. And then another one, I found even an article, but I didn't read it really. You know, on RT, there was this one woman. She was talking about the Holocaust, and they said like, man, we had our soccer field, we could chill, we could play band, man. But what they're showing us in school, man, was the worst of the worst, man. You know, this is the worst thing that ever happened in history.
This is their like his story.
Come,
his story, yeah?
his story, man.
His story.
That's right, man.
You know?
Come.
Yeah, man. So forget the point what I want to bring out. Let me read like Revelation. Yeah, the point was like the Jewish people, they got like everything in the world, you know. The world is theirs. They're the one like who
Controlling everything.
control everything and push their wine in every kingdom.
Come, man.
So what they are like pushing to us, they push like in the whole world, so they can bring their agenda. Yeah? The new world order.
Come, man.
Yeah? So we are now under them, like we are their slaves, you know. And they're enslaving their own people too.
Come.
Yeah. But in Revelation 3:9 said,
Come.
"Behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews and are not, but do lie." Yeah, so they are lying. Yeah, they say they are Jews, but they are not. We are the real Jews, you know. So these people, they're Amalekites. Yeah,
Come, Amalek.
Amalekites. Yeah,
Come, man.
they're from Esau. Yeah, they're Hebrews too, but they're from Esau. They're not Jacob. Yeah, we are Jacob.
They're not the chosen line, man.
Yeah, come. Behold, I will make them to come and worship before thy feet, and to know that I have loved thee. Yeah?
Right.
So they're gonna see that the Most High loved us.
Okay.
Yeah, the whole world is hating us. You know.
You just saw when we came up here, man. They were stopping the car and looking at us, staring at us, only because you're walking around here, you know.
Yeah, come.
This is Isaiah 25:7. And he will destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast of all the people, and the veil that is spread over all nations.
Okay.
You see? And these Jews have spread a veil upon all the nations, man.
Okay.
They've made it to seem like they are first and foremost the true Jews of the Bible. When you go into the we went on the website and we saw that it says that there are rules before when you go into the synagogue to take a tour. And one of the first rules that it says is that a men shall have their head covered. See, they take everything and they flip it against what the scriptures say.
Okay.
You know, 1 Corinthians
11.
11. What does it say? What does it say about a man?
Okay, because so lucky.
Go ahead.
Because thing is, man, we have a mitre, you know, and we leave the crown of our head uncovered, you know. But they make it other way around, like Jacob said, man, in the car. You know, they make it like the crown is covered, but everything else is free, you know.
Okay, so look, this is the Jüdisch Gemeinde in Hamburg. Okay, this is the website, and it says, "Dear residents and guests of the city of Hamburg, are you interested in the Jewish traditions and faith, and want to get a deeper insight into everyday Jewish life? We appreciate your interest and extend you a warm welcome. We ask that you take note to the rules and safety precautions during your visit to the synagogue, during guided tours, and while attending the worship services. General rules of the synagogue, which is only 3 or 4, okay? Men, the first rule they have, men are required to wear a head covering. A kapot can be borrowed in the foyer." Read 1 Corinthians 11, man.
Come on. Should I start from 1?
Come.
Yeah. This is 1 Corinthians 11:1. "Be ye followers of me, even as I am also of Hamashiach, Yahushai." So Paul, yeah, it was Paul, yeah. Paul is a follower of Yahushai Hamashiach. So he wrote this, yeah. So we following the sayings of Paul. To him we follow Yahushai.
Like it says, man, he that receive you, receive me.
And he that receiveth me, receives him that sent me.
So we receive Paul, we receive Yahushua, and then ultimately Yahweh, man. You know, through the Spirit.
Yeah, come. The second verse, "Now I praise you, brethren, so lucky, that ye remember me in all things, and keep the ordinances as I delivered them to you."
And these Amalekites, they flipping the ordinances, man. They taking the ordinance that a woman should have and making it unto themselves. Everything that the scriptures say, they go against it. You know, and that's how you see that they're not the true Israelites of the Bible. Because if they were, they would be trying to stand fast and keep the commandments of the Lord. But they don't do it, man. Go ahead, Axel.
So lucky. I read it, yeah. "But I would have you know that the head of every man is Hamashiach, and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Hamashiach is power, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Every man praying or prophesying having his head covered, dishonored his head."
You see? And what do? when you look up these so-called Jewish people, they're praying in the synagogues with their head covered, and not the whole covered, the crown.
Yeah.
You know,
Especially
And
the crown.
That's the main area that they cover is the crown.
Yeah.
You know,
That's the only one, man.
that's the only part that they cover.
Okay.
You know, and keep going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But every woman that prayed or prophesied with her head uncovered, this honored her head.
Okay, so now let me show you what it says about the woman. Okay, female visitors should be wearing appropriate, non-revealing clothing. Shoulders should be covered in order to preserve the dignity of the worship services. See, and the shoulders, that's all they're talking about, is cover the shoulders.
Yeah.
The Lord says that the head should be covered while they in the church. They should be silent and they should be in modest apparel. All they're saying is cover the shoulders.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, keep going on.
Like Salaki, like there you see that they're not they're not the real people.
They're not
From
keeping the
Bible.
customs, man.
Yeah, they flipping it around.
Khan. Go ahead, all right? Finish that off.
Yeah, Khan. But every woman that prayed or prophesied with her head uncovered dishonored her head, for that is even all one, as if she were shaven. For if the woman be not covered, let her also be shorn. But if it be a shame for a woman to be shorn or shaven, let her be covered.
Oh.
See?
Yeah.
And this just shows you that these Amalekites, they don't keep the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Shemiel Shai.
Okay.
They keep their own commandments, man.
Yeah.
According to the Talmud.
Okay. The devil's book, man.
Yeah, that devil's book, who hates Yahweh Shai, man. They call Yahweh Shai the son of a slut, pretty much a prostitute in the Talmud, man.
But
You know?
Zechariah 9:6 said, a bastard shall dwell
Tell
in the house.
Esther. Yeah, I was thinking about the
Talking
same.
about them.
Yeah,
Okay.
come on.
So they are the real bastards. Man.
Yeah, they are the true bastards, man.
Yeah, come
And what it just shows you. It just shows you. And even in that book, the Nazis book that we got, even Hitler said that they were a bastard, man. You know,
Come, man.
But Hitler was a bastard too, man.
but he knew who these people were, man.
Come, man.
You know,
When you
that's
think
why
of,
he was doing like propaganda for them, against them. Go ahead.
and like when you think of it, man, Hitler make a big psyop, man.
Yeah,
He
that's
just made the
exactly
biggest.
what it was, propaganda.
He just made a big psyop, man.
That's what it was.
Kind of straight up.
like brainwashing them,
Because he brainwashed the whole world, man, to be like, hey, the Jews, man, they're so sad, you know, and they are so demoralized, they're so hated from everybody, man. You have to love them now.
You know, and in this book, what was this book called? Facts Are Facts by Benjamin Friedman. Okay, in this book, he stated that the Jews, they lived better in Germany before. At one point, they were living better than anybody. That they were prospering in Germany so good that nobody hated the Jews, man. You know, but why did they go against the Jews? Because during World War I, there was a war between Turkey, Great Britain, Germany, and Austria. Okay, and the Jews that were living in America, I mean in America and in Germany, they conspired against it together. And the Jews, Germany had beat Great Britain, man. Germany beat Great Britain with the U-boats, so they couldn't get any supplies to their soldiers because when they tried to bring it on the ships, the German U-boat was fucking them up, man.
Okay.
Okay, so what did the Amalekites do? They went to the Great Britons and said, "Hey, you don't have to lose this war." When Germany even went to Great Britain and was like, "You know what? Let's just call it a truce, man. Let's just leave it alone and let's just go back to how it was before the war. Let bygones be bygones and let it go."
Bring some peace in, man.
Yeah, and what they did was the Jews in Germany went to Great Britain and they said, "You don't have to lose the war. You know what you can do? You know what you can do? You can we're gonna get America into the war. We're gonna get America into the war to help you.
Okay.
All right. The only thing is you gotta give us Palestine. You gotta give us Israel. If we help you win the war, you gotta give us Israel." So this was where that Balfour Agreement came into
Effect.
into manifestation, into I can't think of the word right now. Into the picture, pretty much.
Yeah.
You know,
You're talking about the
the Balfour Agreement is.
You got a preset?
This
Matthew 10:23.
Let's turn to. I want to go
There
into
you go.
Ezekiel.
Go ahead,
Get it.
Get it.
Ezekiel 36. So like, give me a second. So like,
Yeah, what I want to say, you can't select.
Go ahead,
No, forget it.
Hey, okay, so and when they did that, imagine you living in a country, right? That you have your people that you was letting live good and doing, man, prospering, and then they go from your country and to a country that you were at war with and help them win the war.
Okay.
And then they start talking shit about you, man. You know, that just lets you know. And the Germans, they even after this, the Germans didn't hate them yet.
Okay.
You know, they didn't even hate them yet.
Okay. And the thing is, when you think of it, man, where did Ruffage start their shit, man? Here in Germany, man.
Yeah.
You know, and how they could push it like that too, because of the how this Jews was seen here, you know. And the thing is, like, I remember always back in the day, the people told me always, hey, you know, we hate these Jews. You know, I don't want to say Jews because they're Jewish, man. You know, but they said, yeah, they wish, man. They wish they want to be us, man.
It's a suffix means pertaining to.
Yeah.
You know, go ahead.
Yeah. But they said always, man, we hate these Jews, man, because they're all stealing our money. You know, this is the narrative they pushed. They get pushed on, but still, they basically, because of the so-called the psyop attack there, you know, through Hitler, man, they get loved, you know.
Yeah.
They get support from everybody, man.
Remorse and
Yeah, they can't. The water.
You know?
I was missing some words, man.
There you can see, like, because Hitler, he dealt with a lot of propaganda.
Yeah.
He established this propaganda shit.
Main tool, man.
And through this propaganda, they pushed, like now in this time, like before times, but till this day, they push like, yeah, the Jews, they're innocent.
Come on.
Yeah? This is all propaganda. This is just
they were
brainwash.
just oppressed.
Yeah,
You know,
man.
they were 6 million Jews killed and this, that, and the third, and that's not true, man. You know, go ahead, get the precept.
Yeah, this is Ezekiel 36:5. Therefore, thus said the Lord, power Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, surely in the fire of my jealousy have I spoken against the residue of the heathen and against all Idumea, which are the Edomites, which have appointed my land into their possession with the joy of all their heart.
See, and they took and that through that Belfort agreement, you know, that Belfort Declaration, they took that land, you know, and they appointed it. They carved it up. You know, you're gonna get this, you're gonna get that, this and that and that. They took the Lord's land into their possession with the joyness of their heart.
Yeah, with the joyness of their
They
heart.
was happy, man.
Yeah, man.
You know.
Say, yeah, we got the Holy Land, man.
Yeah. And then all the relics, all of the artifacts, they got them in the Great Britain Hotel. I mean, museum, man. You know, they got all of the information of who the true people are. That's why they went on this iconoclasm fucking tour, man. They destroyed down all of the things that showed that the true Israelites are so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, man. Go ahead, Art.
It says, with despiteful minds to cast it out for a prey.
See?
Yeah.
To cast with the spiteful minds to cast it out for a prey.
For a prey, come.
Can you get this precept in Matthew 10:23, Babu Ksha?
Yeah, come.
Move up. What was I looking for?
And the thing is,
They persecute you.
yeah, go.
Yeah. Matthew 10:23. But when they persecute you in this city, flee ye into another. For verily I say unto you, ye shall not have gone over the cities of Israel till the Son of Man be come.
So how they can be in this land, man? You know, if they're the true people, man, how they can be in the land? If just Yahushua said, man, we're gonna go in this land first when Yahushua come back, man. We're gonna be in Jerusalem, man. When Yahushua gonna come back, man, in the kingdom, you know.
That's right.
Yeah.
So Yahushua isn't back now, you know. So who are these people in the land? This is what the Ark is saying.
Come, man. And the thing is, what I want to say also is like, yeah, how Yahushua got a mad indignation against Amalek, man. You know. So how
That's the chief enemy of Israel.
the arch enemy, man.
Yeah.
Because when you think of it, like even the book of what you call it, Samuel, I think the first one, where Saul should destroy them, and he was like I can't, you know, let the king live, and the king is like the foundation, man, of this world, of this land, you know.
Because through the man's loins, a nation will be reborn, man.
And then what Samuel had to do, man, had to slaughter him, man. You know, Samuel slaughtered him, bro.
Samuel
Chopped
did it,
him up right in front of him,
because
bro.
Saul did it. Because Saul was weak.
And the thing is, like, when you think of it like that, because like I remember watched this anime, you know, it's like Goblin Slayer, and it reminded me of the situation because this one guy, man, he slaughtered the whole crowd of his goblins, you know. And then the king was like, please let me survive. Let me survive. He was like, boy, I should let you survive, man.
And the whole nation
You're gonna repopulate the whole nation. You get just 3 chicks, man. You got it all back.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And this is why, man, they're gonna be exterminated, man.
Cool.
Straight up.
Cool.
But yeah.
And this is Deuteronomy 19:14.
Come.
Thou shalt not remove thy neighbor's landmarks,
Come on.
which they of old time have set up in thine inheritance, which thou shalt inherit in the land that Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, thy power, giveth thee to possess. So they did this. They destroyed all the landmarks, man. They've look what they did to the pyramids of Giza. I mean the sphinxes in Egypt, man.
Come.
Look at all the statues from the ancient times. All of the noses are broken off. All of the pictures that depict the true color of the Israelites, they destroyed through iconoclasm, man. You know, and this is what Amalek has done to propagate himself to be a so-called child of the Most High, man.
Okay.
You know,
When you go back like to Russians,
Russian icons. You mean this one?
yeah, Russian icons. Yeah, you can see it in the internet too.
Huh.
And they got it there over there in the churches. Yeah, they got like I was watching like one documentary, and they got like the true colors on the pictures.
Okay.
So like
How can it be then that they call themselves the Israelites, man?
Yeah, come.
You know what I mean?
How?
How?
How can and only in Israel, like when you go west, north, south or east from Israel, you know, everybody there is like has brown skin, you know.
Okay. But they're the so-called white people.
Yeah, but they're the only one with white skin, man.
God, and it's like I just want to add on this. They're gonna wipe this all away, man. Because like Jacob, I remember you told me that you looked up some stuff like that debunked basically, like destroyed the Jewish Holocaust, man.
yeah. And I had Salakia
I know.
but I had like over 60 or 70 videos that was only blocked in Germany, man. And then out of nowhere, you know, I was like, you know what? I wanted to get a VPN, you know, to like hide my IP address. So then it didn't dawn on me at this time to try to do it to watch the videos. Then I got a VPN, and then I was like, damn, I can watch those videos that were blocked here, bro. They were all deleted.
See?
And this is not even on YouTube. This was on the internet. This wasn't even on YouTube, man. They deleted all of them, man.
Because they want to hide the truth, man.
Yeah.
But they
And
can, man.
This was many. I mean, like they had doctors and scholars in America debunking the all of the claims that they said happened here.
Okay.
You know. Go ahead.
Limitations 5 and 2.
Go on.
Yeah. Our inheritance is turned to strangers. Our houses to aliens.
That's right, man. It's the truth,
Our
man.
inheritance is turned to strangers, and our houses into aliens. And the word alien just means a stranger. You know, we are strangers in this planet, man.
Okay.
You know, but our inheritance, the essence of who we are, they've taken it, man.
Cool.
They have taken everything that is ours, and flipped it and straight up identity theft, man.
Yeah, and they do with our name. They do wickedness.
Okay.
Under our name.
Come on, man.
They do wickedness.
That's why they're gonna be. The judgment gonna come, man.
Yeah.
Because like it says Sirach 18:3, man, the Lord controls all things, man.
That's what I wanted to get. Ecclesiasticus, you know, like how you were saying, Brakati Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, because I forgot it because I was looking up something
It's the
else.
spirit, man.
And
The
he
spirit.
gave it back to me. Ecclesiasticus 25:11, man.
Okay.
Because who's the arch enemy of Israel? You know, and this is the thing. When they tell you anything, you gotta
Look it up yourself, man.
go for your own self, man.
Come, man.
I
That's
mean,
why the elders positive even push it yourself, man. When we say something, look it up yourself, man. Look it up yourself, man. Because through that you get even more educated. The spirit even moves more with it, you know.
Yeah,
It lifts it up again.
It's like more like you appreciate more.
Okay.
Hold on, it's lucky.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Hold on, I'm gonna bring this precept out right quick.
That's it.
Good.
Salakia, it's Ecclesiastes 12:10.
Come.
I was in the wrong chapter.
Welchen Dings hast du gerade welchen Precept?
Sirach 18 and 3.
Should we read it?
This is Ecclesiasticus
Kannst du.
12 and 10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness.
Cool.
Verse 11, here's the point though. Though he humble himself and go crouching, take good heed and beware of him. You know, and they always say like, we brothers, man. You know, we're peaceful people. We're a peaceful people. You know, we don't want no problems. But they are the whole essence of where all the pain and the suffering in the earth come from. You know, take good heed, yet take good heed and beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass.
Cool.
You know, like you wipe the mirror, man.
Gotta make it
Like,
clean.
you gotta look hard and you pay attention. You know,
cool.
and thou shalt know that his ruts have not been altogether wiped away. You know, and what did they do to us? What did they do? Because they stood up in our place. Listen to what it says. Set him not by thee, lest when he hath overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place.
That's right.
Neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat. And thou, as the last, remember my words and be pricked there with it. See, and we couldn't be peaceful with these nations, man.
Wow.
You know, and this is what destroyed us ultimately also. When we was trying to, the Lord said that we would dwell amongst these heathen nations. They were going to dwell amongst us, but don't follow after their customs. And this is what we did. You know, we followed after their customs, and that's why we were, you know, taken down ultimately.
And Jake is like, you know, Jake is like from nature. I feel it like it. It's like Jake is merciful, you know.
Come on.
Always like Jake is leave this, you know, leave.
That's why. So like to cut you off.
No.
That's why he always like, hey man, you can't say that about the white people.
Yeah.
Even though they know about all the slavery and all of the things that they've done to the so-called Negroes, Latino, Native Americans, they still have mercy for them, man.
Cool.
You know. Go ahead, I'm Salakia.
Yeah, I know.
This is a spirit because we're trying to be like Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man, through the spirit, you know.
Come.
And Yahweh Shem Yahushai got mad mercy, man. You know.
And long suffering.
And the thing is, what I want to say too is, like, I think it's Sirach 13, where it says, like, with the rich man, he gonna use you, you know. Man.
Come.
But you don't have to. I just was thinking about it, man, through the spirit.
So
But yeah.
Sirach should good.
So 18 and 3, you mean? Yeah, man, too close. Yeah, it's a good one, man. It's a good one, man.
18 and 3, yeah?
Yeah, man, 18. I started 1, 3 to 3 down.
Okay, cool. This is Sirach 18 and 3.
Go to 1. Started 1.
Salakia 18 and 1.
Cool.
He that liveth forever created all things in general. The Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, only is righteous. And there is none other but he who governeth the world with the palm of his hand. And all things obey his will. For he is the king of all. By his power dividing holy things among them from profane.
Come.
Yeah, dividing from profane.
Come,
You know?
man.
And all the other nations doing what? Profane things.
Come.
Yeah? Like it said in Hebrews.
Son of perdition. What you mean?
Son of perdition.
Esau is like the profane.
Yeah, I mean like Hebrews 12 and 16.
Yeah.
Hebrews 12 and 16.
Come. Yeah.
Come, man. And the thing is, like, the Lord controls all things, man. And the Amalek is in rule right now. But you see, everything's crumbling, man. Everything is collapsing, man. This whole society, this whole economy, the water, it's collapsing, man. It's crumbling, you know.
Like it said in Isaiah, like the spirit in Egypt gone faint. That's what's happening right now.
Come, man. Yeah, man.
And this is why you see that these Amalekites got police protecting their buildings, man.
Come.
You know, and that just show you that they don't have faith in the Lord.
Come, man.
They
This is
trust
true.
in the man.
They are
You know,
afraid
they
because
trusting in the arm. Go ahead. No, you're good.
They are afraid, yeah, because they know the wickedness they did.
Yeah.
All over the years, they are afraid.
And what it says, Jeremiah 17:5, curses the man that trusts in man, and make his flesh his arm, man.
And
who's
this is what they're doing. That's why they got police officers roving around their building. They don't have no faith in Yahweh Shem Yahushai. They don't got faith in the Lord.
And the funny thing was, remember, man, you were walking around and the one was just standing there, like, on the side, man, watching, you know. And it's just like, you know, we had our army too around, you know. But not like that, man. Not this manner, man. Can't watchman. Yeah, watchman.
To proceed to see when something is coming. You know.
But this is
walking around with guns.
But this is showing you, man, that they that we all living around our enemies, man. You know, they know they got enemies in here. and they're afraid of them, man.
Yeah.
You know.
And that just shows you that they have no faith in their power.
Come, and the
Because
so-called
the power
power.
is not for them.
Come, man.
You know, that power is not for them, man. The power is for the true Israelites, man.
That's right. They're carnage.
Yeah.
So there's no power in that, man.
Come on.
You know? So with that, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash.
Double honors to the elders and apostles of great Muslim who taught us the truth.
Right.
Peace and blessings to the hopefully elect.
Okay.
You know, shalom.
Shalom.
And till next time, shalom, man.
Okay. Wa Baba Ball, man.
Wa ba ba
Well,
ba.
about the ball.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom.